Welcome to everybody. Good afternoon, and we can start with this webinar exploring the chance of choosing an open source analytic and business intelligence suite for your business. As Elena introduced me, I'm Grazia Cazzin from the Research and Innovation Division of the Engineering Group, and I'm the director of Knowage Labs, and I'm in charge of our whole offering, the data and analytics domain. So let's start talking about the analytics and business intelligence market as defined by Gartner. Gartner's definition changed over the year, as you know, detecting new trends and also shifting the boundaries of the market definition. For example, last year there were advanced analytics and embedded analytics as criteria that have now been removed. On the other hand, because of the new cloud data architecture option like Snowflake, Amazon Redshift, or Google BigQuery, the in-memory capability has lost importance and more organizations are now adopting a direct query architecture. So I've highlighted here the basic criteria with the interesting returning of the you can also notice the interesting returning in the end of the reporting as critical capability from last year. So even looking at the current criteria, I will show you in this presentation how that Knowage is an attractive opportunity in the analytics and business intelligence market, as well as the more popular Power BI, Qlik, and Tableau. Knowage fully meets the most important criteria, and even the yellow item are already on the roadmap. So in a few words, Knowage, how we can show Knowage in a nutshell. Knowage is the only open source suite that satisfies the analytic and business intelligence criteria as Gartner defined. That means it fully supports the BI requirements and the modern needs such as self-service and ad hoc reporting. Moreover, it offers mashup capabilities to combine data coming from different sources, high-level customization option, so as you can reach exactly the data experience you want. Obviously, Knowage natively support multi-device usage and more interesting topics. It allows you to get data from various data sources even at the same time, so as you can use any data for the goal you have in an open architecture that makes integration tasks easier. And this subject is an important enabler if you are looking for a product to embed in yours, as for in the OEM scenarios. Knowage is an open source suite, not only because you can find the source code, you can download it, but also because it adopts open standards, and for sure you can guarantee the users thanks to the facility and support that you can have with the Enterprise Edition. At least it can work on premise or on cloud following your data and service strategy. Only few snapshots here to look at what full analytical and business intelligence suite means, how we satisfy information distribution, data visualization, and analytical tasks. Basically, you can start from the traditional static report that is now the last criteria in the Gartner list, that you can produce a report also in a batch way and send to your spread user by email, and then we can move up to the more modern interactive capabilities such as OLAP, the multidimensional analysis here, and the interactive dashboards that allow you to combine data coming from different sources and then surfing them in an intuitive way. In addition, you can have the query by example for visual data exploration and KPIs to measure your performances according to thresholds and providing alarms. Knowledge supports also spatial data and more in general with using data mashup, you can combine different technologies such as structured data on an RDBMS, Solar Index, and spatial data, as I say. User can then have their own workspace to customize their environment, build their own dashboards, and explore their own data space, and also upload private data for a full self-service capability. Moreover, you can embed custom code to build empowered analytics and advanced data visualization for infographics or storytelling. And everything, obviously, at the enterprise level with security, profiling, multi-tenant, metadata, and any kind of management features here. One more slide, just to stress what any data means for Knowage. You can get data from many sources thanks to what we call the universal dataset that can be directly built by a technical user using different technologies and many languages, SQL, JavaScript, web services, REST APIs, code, file, and so on, or can be built by the end user thanks to a meta model, metadata layer that hides the complexity. But in the end, when a user runs a dataset to explore its data space or to build a report or a dashboard, the user experience is always the same. The complexity is hidden and the visualization task is completely independent from the data sources. The data source we certified continuously grow, so you can also ask for a new one if not yet supported. As I said, this is independently from the technology you have behind the dataset, the user experience you have when you use it is always the same and driven by a point and click user interface that you can see here in this short video, and that makes the data exploration activity so easy. You can drag field, add filter, add calculated fields and so on, and look at the result you want. You can also export the result or save the result as a new data set to use it in your next dashboards. But to show information more than data, to make them easy and fast to understand, you need an effective data visualization and an intuitive interaction and filters. Moreover, to understand not only the data, but what is happening in your world, you need a context that could be created combining data that comes from different sources. You can take sales by region from your data warehouse, the number of citizens of every region from an external open data. You can take sales of your competitors from a REST service offered by an external data provider or marketing campaign results that you have on your private Excel files. With Knowage, you can combine all those data in a single view, relating each others as they were in a single source. When you click on a pie, everything is filtered according to your selection, and this way you can explore a particular region at certain time and looking at some competitors only. And this way, the business user can explore his data in a well-formed and intuitive context. And here a few screenshots to let you touch the results you can have with Knowage, with very different layouts and very complex result every time in a nice visualization form and an intuitive context. And even the business user can build his own dashboards. Thanks to the easier and graphical designer we have that you can also see here. You start with an empty paper, and you can choose the data you want to use, and then here you can choose the widget you want to add, choosing from a full palette of widget. As you can see here, each is choosing a chart that works with over the data, and here you can define what kind of chart you want, what data you can use, just selecting the one he needs, and then you can start setting all the properties he wants and to have a well format of the chart as he need. You can add the legend, you can set all the style option to customize your widget, and in a few clicks you have your new widget already working over the data, the real data you link at the beginning. And so on. You can move the widget where you want, you can change the size and format the whole dashboard as you want. And as you can see here, with just point and click and drag and drop interface, you can build your own. And adding widget every time data are related. So when you click on a widget, all the other are filtered according to your selection and so on. And as you can see here, this is a very simple operation, so that also the technical people can build a dashboard also for pilot to share a requirement with the end user, as for the modern BI strategy. Okay. Here, oops, it doesn't start. Okay. Here's some other example of data mashup that allows you to combine different data types, such as spatial data in structure one on the left and solar index with traditional ones on the right. When you work with spatial data, you can load them from multiple layers, showing them over map and zoom over there, applying filtering and so on. On the other hand, when you have a lot of document and text, you know that indexes based on Solr or Elasticsearch are very useful, because they are very fast to perform search pattern or on big volume. As before, you can combine indexes with other data and optimize your data architecture, because you can manage every data type at its own level, relating them on the dashboard without moving data from one source to another. And with the discovery widget here, you get the full text search and faceted view as an entry point to any other data. More in detail, looking at the customization capabilities in an open architecture, you can plug your own HTML widget into the product. You can use your favorite charting library, and you can even plug your R or Python script for powerful data visualization. But using R or Python code, you can also write custom functions to perform more analytical tasks, such as prediction, clustering, classification, text taggings, and so on. The advantages of plugging custom code into an enterprise solution instead of building a custom application is that, aside from the full feature set it offers, is that you just plug your code for custom enhancement and behaviors, and you do that in a secure environment where the data are ready. are already checked, are profiled according to the end user roles, and are linked to the others. So when you plug your code, you need just the skill about the particular library, the HTML, but you has not to ask how can I get this data, how can I check this data, who can see this data, and so on, because all those kind of things are already solved by the product around. Okay. Moreover, every time you build a custom widget or a custom functions, you can save them in a gallery here or in a catalog here to make them available again to other users and for other dashboards and purposes. With the gallery here on the left here, you can transform any custom code you write into a kind of template you can use again and again in the future. And the function catalog here allows your data scientists to write custom functions that can then be easily used by any other users without R or Python skills. This way you can enhance every analysis you did with an R or Python function without having to involve the data scientist all the time. Both the gallery and the catalog come with a full set of already built widgets and functions. So as with the Enterprise Edition, you can find a full set of cards, sliders, or rich graphical widgets to choose from, and you can add the columns on your dataset that can be evaluating using advanced function assistance for predictions. And now what we are working on that that will be available soon. A very important here add-on is the data preparation module. Here the goal will be enabling a certain degree of data manipulation without asking for a traditional ETL process. This way, when the end user will start uploading his own data, but also using an available data set to build his own dashboard, he can easily customize the data structure and contents without using external tools. And I'm talking about general operations such as grouping, splitting and merging data, applying filters, updating contents, rich or classified data, transforming a continuous value into a discrete one, or masking or even masking private data. Obviously, always being supported by data exploration that allows the user to gain awareness of the data and the result. Data preparation will support business users as well as data scientists who want to get started with the enterprise datasets but needs to transform them according to the model, logic, and behavior. Data preparation doesn't replace ETL tools and goals. It just enables a secondary way, faster and easier, to support the B-model approach to the projects, where the IT-driven path works with the user-driven path for a common value. So to show you what it means, from his private workspace, every authorized user will be able to handle datasets and transform them as he needs. Selecting a dataset, he immediately has a data preview and can see the result of his operation at once. Oh, sorry for the Italian label here. The user can filters data, applying, replacing patterns, remove double entries, or remove empty field, trim or fill values, remove column, and or apply a specific format to a particular column. And every time he can look at data profiling metrics to better understand data he's working on. He can change data type, applying filter, and so on. The user can set a transformation chain here, looking at the result at every step and deleting a step if not necessary, and others. And in the end, he can save the result as a new dataset. He can always use in a dashboard or other. Because of the new dataset depends on the original one, you can set a refresh policy in order to have new data according to the new logic every time you need. Okay, I hope this overview has been useful. Feel free to write your question if you have on the chat. I try to answer time by time. Now, I want to spend some other words to explain our offering. With Knowledge, you can define the features you want, building your own tailored ABI suite. It offers two different self-standing modules in the enterprise reporting for the production and distribution of pixel perfect reports, as on also on a scheduled base, and the smart intelligence for interactive analysis, starting from data exploration up to the self-service capabilities on multiple data sources for advanced dashboard with mashup logic. The starter modules can be used alone or in a combined way, sharing all the common features such as security and profiling management, catalogs, audit and monitoring components, and all functionality for overall lifecycle management of your analytics solution. Furthermore, the Smart Intelligence module can be enriched by 4 different plugins that you can see here that provide additional features. Smart data to combine Solar indexes with other data sources and provide faceted views and full text search, joining traditional data shown by other standard widgets. Location intelligence handles spatial data, providing multi-layer maps where geographic information joins traditional data shown by other standard widgets. And performance management to define key performance indicator, KPIs, with thresholds, schedule their evaluation and publish them natively in a widget. And in the end, custom analytics to add what-if capabilities and take full advantages of the R and Python embedding capabilities. You can look at Knowage for different purposes. If you are a potential final customer, we are in the B2C scenario, you can choose between a full guaranteed product or a simple license that gives you the enterprise edition with its additional features, but without included maintenance. If you want to use Knowage for your business, you have many other opportunities. You can use Knowage to build your own SaaS solution, or you can embed Knowage in your product to empower it with analytical and data visualization capabilities. You can rebrand Knowage for a private offering. You can become a partner, having discount on the price list to make your own markup and make money with project and services. Or you can become a reseller, having discount and having always discount on the price list and make money with the product only. As I said, Knowage is available for free in the Community Edition and for fee in the Enterprise Edition. With the Community Edition, everyone can build his own BI project according to the AGPL license without restriction, but his relation is with the community. This means good resources, but no warranties. With the Enterprise Edition, you can have some product facilities, above all for the administration, in a multi-environment project. and your relation in that case is with Engineering Group, the first Italian player in IT field. We are more than 13 employees. And the Enterprise Edition enables every B2B scenario. The pricing model is not based on the number of users, but is based on the modules you want and the plugin you use. That means that you always have unlimited users, unlimited data, and you just have to evaluate how many core you need for your server to answer to the predict usage you have. In the OEM formula, the price is based on the product license of the main product license. It's cheaper, obviously it's cheaper than the subscription, and with progressive discount depending on the number of clients you have. We are here in a B2B scenario because Knowage is here just the final container of a more complex artificial intelligence-based solution on video streams built on a complex and distributed architecture. That's an OEM model for a new brand and tool marketed as SafeAI, both as a product and as a service. SafeAI is an AI-based video and image analytics solution to monitor that social distancing is maintained by people in public places. It can be used to protect public health by helping people comply with social distancing measures in this COVID phase. And SafeAI works with video from surveillance systems and analyze humans in real time to count people within a certain area, evaluate the size of the area and the number of people inside, providing alerts if the ratio is over the threshold. You can evaluate the distance between people, sending alert if there is not enough distance, and detect people without the right personal protective equipment, PPI. Here you can see a picture of the logical architecture with different strategies to handle with machine learning and artificial intelligence models a continuous video streaming to avoid unweighted breaks and waiting times in the video stream. Videos have been split into fragments, enriched with machine learning or AI models, and rejoined in a new continuous stream showed a result. Over there, SafeAI detects and counts people in a certain area, providing alarm if they are too many, and evaluates the distance between people, 2 or more, sending an alarm if between them there is less distance than certain threshold. And so, as I said, this is an end-to-end application, and Knowage is for the final user interface where you can link the video camera and or upload the video to be analyzed for the different purposes I said, always having the chance to change the point of view and collect the detected alarms. And in the end, Knowage provides historical dashboards to check how many alarms we had in a certain area in a certain periods and so on. That's a full stack that's a full stack product based on open source technology. And here we here using also NiFi, Kafka, and Kubernetes. And always Python for the AI models, and Postgres to collect the alarm, and Knowage to show the result. Okay, to conclude, Just two more pictures to recap how your needs or business model can be satisfied with no age. Looking at the B2C scenario for who needs an ABI suite or for who is looking for an ABI solution for his customer. The Community Edition allows you to get started immediately by downloading the suite with all the end user and everyday capabilities fully available, so as you can start your project immediately. If you are working at, the enterprise level with the multiple environments such as development, text, production, the Enterprise Edition can probably help you making the administrative tasks easier. And with the annual license, you have the full product available at the lowest price. With the annual subscription, you have a fully guaranteed product because maintenance services are included. And obviously, we suggest this last formula for any critical projects. Looking now at the B2B business model, you can expect to make money using Noage. If you are in ABI professionals and you are hands-on with analytics and business intelligence projects, you can think about an integrator partnerships that gives you the opportunity to make money also as fee on our price list. Otherwise, if you are not interested in selling your ABI services, you can simply resell ours with your own fee and no risk because we have in charge activities and services. If you are a product provider and your product doesn't have advanced visualization capabilities, you can gain new value embedding Noage into your solution. And in this case, your product takes new value and can have new price. And then if needed, you can start selling a BI enhancement on demand. Even so, a new service line you can use. If you are a domain expert and want to build your own analytics solution for that domain, assistance for risk analysis, fraud detection, open data portal, and so on, you can build your model over Noage, even choosing your new branding. In this case, your knowledge will be sold within a tool, not just as a consulting services. And then obviously you can do everything as a service under your own brand with your own brand and the policies. So the product offer you many benefits. It's open, flexible, you can customize as you want, and you can decide to start with the community and go to the enterprise when you need. It has a flexible model because it supports the B2B and B2C scenario. You can work with an hybrid architecture and you have a trusted open source and open roadmap. And more, you can have any other benefits working with us in every scenario because we can help you achieve your goals faster and better. We can support with a full set of services to help you in a quick start to reach a fast time to market and to support you also in developing analytical tasks or custom function based on or Python logic. We can support you building templating or graphical settings or to customize style sheet and so on, or working to integrate security and user profiling with your own system, also with the single sign-on. and in the end also with a full set of services for a full customization or custom development. I finished. I hope everything could find some interesting subject in this presentation. Those last slides are just to give you some relevant links. Here you can see where you can get Noage, where you can download it and or reach it, and for the community edition you have the for everyone. For every version, you have the online documentation open to everybody, and you have the free support provided by the community in our query and answer forum. You can have a free webinar as this one, and you can stay in touch subscribing our newsletter. For the Enterprise Edition and Professional Services, you can refer to the email address sales@noagesuite for any question. Here you can see some local point, but these email addresses could be your entry point for Enterprise Edition and Professional Services.